Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. I can't believe it is Friday already. This week has flown by. I actually have two things I'm going to kind of show you today. So we are going to work with the Ciao mixed media book. And then I actually had to pre-record for next week's Facebook Live. So I can show you what I did in my pre-recording so you guys can see what I will be doing next week. So I think I'm going to start with that. And then we'll get into the Ciao because I have a feeling I'm going to forget if I don't show you now. So I pre-recorded a video using, okay, sorry, I just clicked something that I didn't think I meant to click. I did a little book. Hello, Kim. It is nice to see you. Using the Page Starters collection from our den. So I used the papers, both paper pads. I used the ephemera and the laser cuts and the rub-on transfers. So I used a lot in here. And then for the base of the album, I used the new Quick Folio from Craft Treat, the Dreamer one, to create this. So this is the front, and then the photos I used are from my engagement party last week. If you guys remember me talking about that. So this is the book. It opens up like so. So over here, I've just decorated the front flaps. And then it opens up even more. And then I will lift it up so you can see the middle part. And then this middle flips open. And then it opens even more. I can't even fit it all on camera, but this is the top. And then you work your way down. You can see some of those rub-on transfers mixed with the ephemera. All right, so then back to both sides have a gatefold. So I have decorated both sides here. I'll show the left side first. Thanks, Kim. I had a lot of fun doing it. And then the other side here. It all folds in super easily. So the Craft Treat, I'll actually talk more about it next week. Thank you, Shelly. I hope, Shelly, everything is good your way. Hopefully you're back home now. But yeah, this is next week, what I pre-recorded. So you guys can come back next week and watch this. I didn't do the whole thing because I realized as I was doing it, I was like, I actually have 59 minutes to pre-record. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't have been able to watch it like it's alive. So I then quickly had to start piecing everything together really quick. So I didn't get it all on camera, but I got the beginning, especially this first page I think I got on camera. I think I got 2 or 3 pages done. That one, I know this one I got on camera, and then I think I might have done this one on camera too. I can't remember. But anyway, this is next week. Let's talk about this week. So today I'm going to be using the Ciao Meaningful Memories Mixed Media book. I'm just going to read Shelly's comment. For those who don't know, she lives in Saskatchewan and wasn't able to be home due to all the fires. So I'm glad to hear she is safe and sound. And they've had some rain, which is good. So I'm very, very happy to hear that, Shelly. I had been thinking about you all week. So I'm glad I caught you. All right, so I think there's 6 different designs. I think only one of them is sold out. It was a steampunk one, but there's so many different styles and designs. I have used the time capsule one, which is really nice. It's like a vintage one. There's a lot of traveling elements in that one. And then this one, I'm really excited to do because I'm going to use watercoloring to color it. This is the only black and white one, so I thought watercolor on these designs would really pop. So I'm going to flip through the pages. I did actually take a few pages out already and start doing just a little bit of fussy cutting so you guys didn't have to watch me cut on camera. So I will just show off these. I'm definitely going to use, I love the film strip. So I did that, and I thought this would be nice to add a sentiment to and then cut it. And then these are some of the other fussy cutting elements. And then on the reverse side, there is a pattern paper as well. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't watch too much cutting on camera. Right now we'll go through the rest of the book. So the thing about Ciao Bella is they like to use the reverse sides of their covers, which I really like. You are revamping your craft room. Well, that is great, Shelly, because you have prizes here waiting for you. So whenever you decide to place your order, you will get those prizes from last week. So some fussy cutting elements, then some beautiful designs. And they're all double-sided. Again, some more fussy cutting elements. Now, the thing I noticed with the mixed media books versus, if you guys remember, the junk journal and ephemera books that they've come out with, these elements are much easier to cut. They are not too intricate. There's a lot more straight edges and less like really fine lines. So if you are not huge into fussy cutting, this is for you. It's not too much, and it's also, you can see this one is all just straight lines. I could take a paper trimmer and just start trimming this out. So I love that. Same with this page, all straight lines, one oval, which is very easy to cut. Same thing. And then here I did take out 3 pages. I'll show you how easily they tear out as well. I love all the butterfly details. There's also lots of flowers, which makes me happy. I'm definitely going to be using some pink in this. And again, there are, I think, 6 books total. This is just the one I'm going to use today. And then I think this is the last. Oh no, there is a few more pages. Holy, this book is never ending. Almost at the end. Shelly says, one day I'm going to see a laser cutter. Oh, see how a laser cutter would work on pages that have fussy cutting. I do know one of our customers, she has a laser cutter and she uses it to cut out her elements, and it works really nice. Sometimes it will cut off like little stragglers, but I mean, I cut those with my scissors anyway, so but yeah, they do work great. This is a ton of sentiments and sayings as well on the back page, so no waste. All right, maybe I'll just quickly show you some of the elements I've cut out so you can see how the edges are nice and straight. There's no, even the flowers were really easy to do. So these are just a few that I've cut out ahead of time. You can see it's nothing too intricate. All right, let's get started. So I know for sure I'm definitely going to use this film strip because it is too pretty not to use. I'm thinking I'm going to use 1, 2, 3. There is somebody talking in the classroom, so hopefully you guys can't hear. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 images will fit. So I think I'm going to, this is a 5x7. Maybe I want to do an A6 first, because then I could use, maybe I could use the whole thing. I'm going to use the whole strip, I think, top to bottom. Leave that. Now I need to find a background paper that will work nicely with this. That's not too distracting. That is too distracting. That's not bad, actually. This one I think it's not bad, but I don't really like it as much. This one might work. Yeah, that would work. And I'm finding lots of options. Gosh, I think this style might be best with all the florals. I'm just gonna keep flipping. Oh, this one's pretty too. That one's really nice. The script is nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna use this one here. So I'll show you how easily these papers come out. They're all on a perforated edge. So I just fold it back and forth. And then I will just hold the bottom and then it tears out very easily. Shelly agrees. She loves the film strip. Okay, I'm going to trim this down to, I did a 4x6 cut for this, so I'm going to trim this just 1/8 of an inch smaller. And of course, this isn't going to fit. I just need to use my other paper trimmer quickly. Might as well make this 4 inches. Oh wait, I have to do 1/8 of an inch under. I just remembered that. I'm gonna have to take 1/8 of an inch off the side. Just want to make sure that was a bit more than 1/8 of an inch. Okay, I guess I'm doing 3/16 of an inch underneath. I accidentally trimmed that a little bit wrong. Alright. Now I've got my film strip. Just trying to think. Put that there. Got a bird I could add on. Maybe I might color. There's also, actually no, I don't think I'm gonna add the bird yet. I think we'll do a butterfly. And maybe some like flowers popping out. I feel like maybe I should bring this camera a bit closer. That might be a bit better. I did fix the camera a bit. Oh, also I fixed my nails so I'm not getting angry trying to peel things like I was last week. Stick these flowers behind. Maybe straight up. Okay, I think I'm going to start with this. I'm going to color this and the flowers. And then I think I might just color a few elements in the film strip. And I don't think I'm going to take it top to bottom now that I'm thinking about it more. So I am going to trim this slightly. I always change my mind when I'm crafting, as lots of you know who watch me every week. Okay, so I could use this on my 5x7 later. Thanks, B. I love this color of nail. It's like a clear pink. Obviously, it's pink. Okay, let's do the butterfly. I'm going to color the butterfly, the flower, and the butterfly in this flower, but I'm going to leave all the background. I think we'll do the butterfly a purple. Actually, I'm just going to text Mary Ann quickly just to let her know to tell who's ever out there just to be a little bit quieter because that's all I can hear. Okay, so I've got my watercolor. Actually, I think that might be too bright. I think I'm going to go with a more muted, there we go, this is the color, Dusty Concord. and grab my watercolor. So I'm just going to put a water on my surface here. Just get that wet. Hello, Marianne and Lisa. I've got lots of people joining me now. Hope you guys are doing well. I know I love this black and white as well. I just want to see the color there. Get a bit more pigment. Okay. And just add a bit of color. I feel like this purple actually might be too, gray. So I might actually end up going back in with that wilted violet, which I originally thought would be too dark, but let's see if I can. I think it might be okay like that. All right, just ever so slightly. You can barely see it, but that's okay. Let's add some flour. I'm going to do spun sugar. If I can pick it up. Grab a new brush. And then obviously I'm going to put this on the flour because I love pink, and especially pink flowers. And this color was a good choice because it is similar to the purple I used. It's not too vibrant. You guys can probably even tell that there's anything on there. Recap what you are using. So I am using the Ciao Bella mixed media book. I have it right here. And just some of the Tim Holtz watercolors. I need something to wipe this off. So yes, I'm just going to create a card with this. I need another pink. Let's do a yellow. I never do yellow. I'm going to do the mustard seed color. And grab a new brush. Okay, too vibrant, just dilute it a little bit. There we go, that should be better. Okay, let's do a yellow butterfly. I think I said yellow flower, but I changed my mind, of course. I always do. And maybe let's do that violet color or Villainous Potion. Let's try Villainous Potion. Grab that. Yeah, Villainous Potion I'm doing for the last flower. And I'm just messily putting this on. It doesn't have to be too perfect. And down here. Okay. I'm done coloring that, ever so little, just coloring to add. Then let's do the butterfly. I like this purple, the Villainous Potion, so I'm going to do it. Take a little color off and then just make the color softer as it goes to the edge. I'm actually leaving for Las Vegas tomorrow. So that is why I had to pre-record for next week. All right, got my purple butterfly done. Ever so slightly, just little tones. And then this one, I might as well do a yellow flower. Do brighter than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. Maybe I'll do an orange beside it. do that one yellow, and I'll find an orange. I wonder, wild honey might be good because it's not going to be too bright. If I can pick it up. I can't get it out. There we go. Yes, that is perfect. Exactly the color I wanted. Pick up a bit more water. Okay. I don't want too much pigment. I need more water. And then I'm just going to add some more pigment. Oh, shoot, too much pigment. Take some off. All right, good enough. Now I'm going to add some green quickly. Got peeled paint here, so I'm just going to use that. Okay, let's see. Are you going to the training with the manufacturers? Yes, I am actually teaching a class to other stores. So that'll be nerve-wracking, but that's okay. My mom and dad will be there, so I'll have them for emotional support. Let's see what I can do now. So I've got this. And that. This is a very simple one. I'm going to cut off one of the strips because I'm going to end up, I think, stamping a sentiment into this or using a rub-on transfer for a sentiment. Stick that at the bottom. Then I also need some flowers to go behind that. So I have one more flower. I've got a color. I'm going to do a pink and purple flower quickly. If I can find, I've got green already on that brush. So I'll just do that one leaf. Grab my purple. And then pink. I think this one was pink, hopefully. Where did that other pink go? I used the spun sugar. There it is. Oh, dried marigold would have been a good one to do. Maybe a little bit of purple in with the pink, but that's okay. All right. Now I am thinking I might want to add some brown around the edges. Thanks for all your positive comments, Lisa, Linda, and Shelly. Well, it's actually kind of funny. I grew up having the biggest fear of public speaking. I would run out of any classroom crying. Yeah, it did not go well for all my life until I went to university and had a nice professor who helped me be more confident. I'm just adding some brown around the edges. There's a little bit of purple on here, but that's okay. But yeah, so I had a professor who actually helped make me able to actually talk in front of a classroom. So that is why I'm okay doing my Facebook Lives. Plus it helps. I'm looking at a camera. Okay, I think that helped. Just add a little bit around the edge. Wipe that off. I feel like I'm going to piece this together now. So this is going to go in the corner. This is going to go opposite direction with this peeking out, and then a butterfly here. I think that is what I'm going to glue together. I might 3D this butterfly maybe. So I'm just going to take some glue behind these flowers. And just hold that in place to help position this. And then the film strip's going to go on top. This would also go really nicely with the Hidden Creek collection. Or no, the Vintage Makers actually might be better. From our den. Right, glued that. I might actually take that brown that I did earlier and add it around this film strip because I'm going to add a sentiment later, but it'll just help it pop a bit more, I think. This will get glued behind, so I'm just going to add a bit of glue down here. I'm actually going to 3D that. Get some little 3D foam pads. Don't see the ones I'm looking for. That's okay. I will just have to use my hook tool. I'm struggling to pick that up. There we go. Oh gosh, yes, these nails are so much better for peeling compared to last week. I was ready to rip those things off. But I had a good excuse to get my nails done. I had my engagement party. And then we'll 3D this as well. I'm just going to, actually, no, I might bend it this way. You know what? I'm going to just bend it so that I'm not going to glue these or adhere these down. I'm just going to add foam pads along the belly, and then it can be a bit more dimensional. Hopefully this last one will fit. Nope. Oh, perfect. I have one already cut in half. That'll fit. Right, then I'm going to glue this on my card base if I can find where I put it. There it is. All right, that should fit nicely on there. And then I have another one I want to do. No, okay, good. I thought I was putting that on backwards. Marianne and I were just talking about how sometimes we don't realize what side the scoring is on, and then we've got an upside down card. So this is the new Ciao Bella mixed media book. There are 6 different ones. I just used the black and white one today. You know what I might do? Do I have gesso? Yes, I do. I think I'm going to add some gesso on this. Get a clean brush. That should be clean enough. Just add a little bit of water to make it a bit more liquidy. And then too big of splatters. There we go. All right. The gesso just adds those white splatters. Some of them are a little bit too big, so I had to take a little bit more off, but that is the first card. Thank you, Shelly. Let's do the next. I'm just going to wipe this up. And then I'm going to, I have an idea of what I want to do. I just need to find the paper that I'm thinking that would look good. So I'm just going to flip through the book. I'm going to back this up just a little bit so you guys can look at the paper with me. Oh, this first page might be exactly what I'm thinking about. Lots of these would work for what I'm thinking. This one would work. So I'm thinking of just watercoloring just one small thing on a flat piece of paper. So I just want to see what one would work best. I mean, there's so many options. I think I'm going to do the first page. This page, okay, you guys help me. This page for the watercoloring, just a few little elements, or so page 1 or page 2. Oh wait, no, not page 2. Page 2, that's page 2. They look very similar. This one, the elements are slightly larger. These are slightly smaller. Page 1 or 2. Hello, Darlene. Oh, it would be good to add some stickers to have some shine. Some gold stickers would probably pop really nicely. Page 2. All right, we're doing page 2. Thank you, Marianne. I am very indecisive, so I love having, oh, okay, good. Lisa also agrees. So it's nice having you guys. Yesterday when I was pre-recording, I was like, it's so much harder to pre-record than it is to be live. So I'm glad I have you guys here today. So I think I'm going to use this bottom portion, and this is a 5x7 that I'm going to do it on. So this will work beautifully. So I'm just going to trim it an 1/8 of an inch shorter than a 5x7. And I think I'm going to trim the bottom off so that way I have, maybe the butterfly might fit, fingers crossed. I don't want to cut that in half. Oh, beautiful. It just fits. Both of these butterflies just fit perfectly. Oh, wait, no, I got to take a little bit off. That's okay. It'll still fit really nicely. All right. Love it. Another thing you can do too is cut out elements from the papers if you wanted to. Just an idea. Okay, so I think I'm going to color this flower. Maybe I'll do both the flowers and that's it. But you know what also might look nice is the opposite effect. So coloring the background and leaving the, like coloring this square one color and then this square another. Oh, there's so many options. What to do? I want the flowers to pop, I think. So we'll do those. Oh, stickles. What do you mean? I don't know if I know what stickles are. Tell me what those are, Shelly. Okay. Obviously, we're probably going to do a pink and a purple flower. Darlene says I have to color the butterfly. Okay, I'll color the flowers and see where I go from there. I know. You can see so many options on here. Okay, we'll do this one, a pink. There is this really bright pink raspberry I just love how vibrant it is. And I think the other colors I did before were a bit too muted, so I'm going to pick brighter colors for this card. For those who missed it, this was the last card I just did. You can see the colors are a lot softer. Like glitter glue, I use a brush to spread it. Huh. Is it like just, because I have, are you Winkles maybe? Because that's what I have here. I could add that as well. All right. I need to find some other pinks that might look good with that, because I'm going to do, I think, various colors. I might use lumberjack plaid to make some areas darker. Festive berries, no. Saltwater taffy I'll grab. Tattered rose, just for a softer one. And then we've got worn lipstick, which is also nice pink. So I'm going to start. Bring you even closer. That's about as close as I can get. Let's start with the lighter color. So I'm going to grab, that one, spun sugar. Let's start with that. A brush, scrap piece of paper, just put some water down. And pick some of this up. I could even do a splatter with some of this color afterwards, which is an option. Okay, I'm going to add this to the flower, and this will definitely especially go in like the lighter areas. For the most part, it's gonna go pretty well everywhere. I am no pro watercolor by any means either, so I just kind of do what I think will look good. Not necessarily it always turns out, but for the most part, it usually looks good enough that it looks like I know what I'm doing. All right, I think I've got just a little bit over on this side that I missed. Okay, I've got that done. Oh, I forgot to grab an extension cord. I think I'm just going to dry this just very quickly. I just don't want the colors to mix too much. Oop, I almost dropped that heat gun. That would not have been good. All right, next color, we'll do saltwater taffy. Need more water. I love these Studio Light brushes. They are so nice for watercolor because you don't have to worry about the water just seeping out. You actually do have to press it for the water to come down the brush, which I love. Okay, now add a bit of this to some of the darker areas. I'm going to flip this upside down because most of the petals are going this direction, so it'll go nicer with my brush strokes. And then every now and then I'm just going to pick up more color. Sometimes it's too much color. Got to take a little bit off. And just add this in more of the darker areas. Oh, also I forgot to mention with these brushes, there are different sizes. I am using the biggest one right now, so I should use the smaller one next. And just a little bit of shadowing. Mary Ann is so good at shadowing. I always ask her where to apply my darker colors and lighter colors or white accent. So not having her in here to help me. It's a little bit of a struggle, but I'll just probably go out there after and say, where did I miss? Right, I think I'm almost done with this color. And then I'll move on to the next in a second. And I gotta make sure I grab a smaller brush because this one is slightly too big for what I'm doing. Okay, smaller brush before I forget. Perfect, and it's already got pink on it. Well, I think it was purple, but that'll work. Okay, now I'm gonna do the Worn lipstick. It's a bit darker. Not actually too much darker. And then just go back over some of those darker areas, add a bit more shadowing. And then I might need to go back over with just some water to blend some areas because I am noticing I am seeing a few harsh lines. But that's just me. You guys, I know you definitely can't see it, which is a bonus. That's a nice thing about being on camera is you guys can't see some of the mistakes I make. Shading can be very challenging. Okay. I feel like I've got enough. Okay, last color I think I'm going to do is this pink one. This is the Picked Raspberry. Oh, it's so beautiful. And I'll put those in the dark areas. And I'm definitely going to have to blend this out after because this color is leaving lots of lines, which is okay. It's so quiet because I'm focused so much. Just adding pigment really, and then I'll go in and do some blending afterward. Okay, now I'm just going to just blend it a little bit with just some water. I took the pigment off. And I might need to keep taking a little bit of pigment off because as I blend it, it'll pick up some of that color. And I realize I missed this whole section. Just add some dark there. And just keep blending. I don't want any harsh lines. That's what I love about watercoloring is you can always go back in and fix any mistakes. All right, I think I'm done with this flower. Okay, flower one is done. So you can see some of those darker areas popping quite nicely. Okay, then we will do the purple flower after I finish just adding my last finishing touches. All right, I'm definitely going to use Dusty Concord, Villainous Potion, and Wilted Violet, and Shaded Lilac, I think. I just want to see because this color is looking a little bit blue for what I want. Let's just see what it actually looks like when it's being used. Yeah, too blue. Not doing that one. We are going to start with Dusty Concord because it is not too bright. Yeah, it's just a subtle color. It's nothing too bright. Not like what an alcoholic marker would be. Okay, for this one, we're just going to pretty well go all over the flower. But make sure it's not too pigmented. I normally start with my lighter color first. What do you guys start with when you guys are coloring? Do you start with your darker then go lighter, or do you do what I do with light first? Okay, I've got my first one covered all over. Next, I'm going to do the Wilted Violet. And I'm going to add just some shadowing like I did on the pink one. Light. Lisa starts with light first. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. This is quite time consuming, but thanks for sticking with me. I should start thinking about a giveaway question. Gosh, these petals are so tiny. I'm just quickly going over it, like hopefully it looks right. It'll look good enough. Well, some of these edges too are kind of blurred, like not perfect, so it'll blend in nicely in the end. All right, next color is Villainous Potion. So this is my darkest one. Oh, you go, oh yeah, light to dark is what you said. Okay, just need more water. Get that pigment nice and wet and loose. All right, now this is much darker, so have to be careful with adding this. And then I will have to go in and blend it afterwards. Gotta keep turning my page around to get those brush strokes in the right direction. And if I can't figure out where the purple goes, I'm just going along where it looks like there's like a line of where maybe the petals meet, just for a guess of where the dark should go. Just going along the lines. Alrighty. Okay, now I'm just going to, with a wet brush, blend out any harsh lines. And then dry my brush off, or clean it off, I guess, so that there's no pigment being added. I just want to blend the lines, blur the lines, and make it not look like it was colored. Try and make it as realistic as possible. Some petals I definitely did better than others. And sometimes there's too much water, so I'm just going to go with my finger and pick it up if it's too wet. Okay, I think I could be done. Emily, will you make your own wedding invitations? I'm sure I will be. I don't know what I'm going to do. I am anticipating 2 years is what we're planning. So I've got 2 years to Pinterest some ideas of what I will be making. Okay, that flower, I need a bit more purple in some areas, in some darker areas. I did help my friend who just had a wedding with some of her wedding invites, so I'm sure that is what I will be doing between my family, who is all crafters, and myself, and my dad owning a craft store. I'm pretty positive that would be the best bet. Funny thing is, though, only some of my family can craft. The other ones, it's a little scary, the crafts that they do. My one sister, she cannot craft. I mean, she can draw and paint to a point, but if you get her to make a card, it looks like a kindergartner did it. And she knows. She is in engineering. She is not in a crafting program, which is good, because she would not do too well. Alrighty, that is good enough. Now I'm just going to do the stems so you can kind of see the vision now. It's coming together. I need a... Where did my baby wipe go? I lost it. Get another one. Clean up my hands. I was drawing on myself by accident. Okay, and then I'm going to use a variety of greens. I'm not going to pick anything too bright. So Rustic Wilderness is like my go-to green. Love that color. Bundled Sage is a good one. And then I thought I had one out already. Forest Moss is good, but I find it can be a little bit brown. Mowed Lawn is too bright for what I want to do. Where's my peeled paint? I thought I had it out earlier. I don't know where my peeled paint went. Okay, I'm just going to use... Oh, I found it. Alrighty. Thank you, Shelly. I'm glad you like it. I was hoping my vision would come to life, and it has. Doesn't always work out, but I'm pretty happy with this scrap piece. So I'm just going to add some of the peeled paint to a few of the areas of greenery. I'm not going to completely cover it all in the same color because then it looks more real. So just a few spots in one color. Then I'll take the Bundled Sage. I'm not even going to worry about cleaning off my brush. Add that color in some areas. here. Oh, I just colored an area I wasn't supposed to, but it's light enough you will not notice. And then I'm going to take the darker color and use this for my highlights. So similar to what I did with the flower, where there's a lot of black and it's dark, adding that darker green. All right. I do really like that first color. Where'd that go? Peeled paint. I'm going to just put a little bit more of that on down here. That's a really nice one. Okay. And that is what we have. Do I do the butterfly in the top right corner? It's a tough decision. I almost don't even want to add any ephemera to it because I feel like it looks good like this. Trying to think. Okay, that's going to cover it. Nope. Do I color the butterfly? I don't know. If I do, I think I would just do that one and leave the other ones dark. Yes, with sparkle, as Darlene says. I do think it would draw away from the flowers. That is very true. Okay, I'm going to leave it at this. Joanne also says yes. I'm going to leave it at this, and then I might come back to it. I'm going to think on it. I need to sit on it and keep staring at it, and then I'll make my decision. So, my card base. All right. Gotta think of my giveaway question. So I'm going to give away the same paper pad I just used from Ciao Bella. And for this, oh boy, what question do I do? Oh, this is a one that is, oh gosh, I can't get this straight. Off it comes. What brand did I use today for this? What is the main brand that is featured? And whoever comments first will be the winner. Let's see. Try and get this straight again. I do struggle with this sometimes. Sometimes it goes on straight right away. And then sometimes I'm fighting with my paper and it's not going on straight again. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh boy, and it's drying, so I don't have much wiggle time. All right, it's going on crooked. It's not too bad though, so at least it's not bad. It was the first person was Linda. You butchered the spelling, but I know what you mean. You only got one letter wrong. Or two. So congrats, Linda. You have won the book. Okay, it does need a sentiment, and there is a sentiment in the book. So I'm going to cut that out. Thanks for everybody who did comment, though. Most of you guys knew the answer. Okay, this is the last page, so I'm going to see. Love yourself, stay positive. Never give up. No one is perfect. Little things make big days. Sometimes you just need to breathe. Spread light, be the light. Kind of like that. Spread light, be the light. Alrighty. Where did that just go? I lost it. totally lost it. All right, we're change the world by being yourself. We'll do that one. That is one that I found right here. Could have used a paper trimmer, but we're using scissors. Oh gosh, I'm not cutting this very straight. That's okay. If anybody says anything, I'll say, oh, it's not meant to be straight. I meant to cut it crooked. All right. Okay, and then I think I'm going to cut this. And then could do change the world by being yourself. And I'm going to 3D that or glue it. Let's 3D it. Grab my foam pads. There they are. If I can find, where did those my hook tool. I'm losing everything here. There's at least I got two. I have two here, so just got to make sure I put the right words first. I don't have it backwards. This is what I want first. Change the world. Glad I didn't color the butterflies because I am now kind of covering them up. And I can't peel. There we go. Perfect. All right, card number 2. Let's back this up a little bit. That is what I had envisioned originally for the first card, but then I went a different way. That's normally what happens. I start with an idea and then I completely do something different, but I actually got to do what I had envisioned today. And then my first card, the 3D butterfly. And I still need to add a sentiment, which I'll do. I don't think I'm going to add any gesso to that. And then just a reminder, next week, I pre-recorded creating this journal. Hello, Dana. It is morning for you. It is afternoon here. But this is next week's Facebook Live. It's not actually live, but it's going to look live at 12, and you can watch the recording after. But that is next week. All right, you guys can join me next week, and then I'll be live the week after that. All right, bye, everybody. You guys will see, I will see you in 2 weeks. You guys will see me next week. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Thank you to everybody who wished me luck in Las Vegas. And yeah, I will miss you guys next Friday. See you, everybody.